when you look at these books once again, you know, sometimes, according to us, when we record something under our books, let's say, for example, we record money, we've got money that we receive or we pay money, obviously we record in our books. So what we expect, for example, can you see here is 1,000 under debit. We expect to have 1,000 under the bank statement. Why? Because whatever we received in the business, we go and deposit. Can you see now? For example, let's say, let me just change the question here, or let me just change the example here. So let's say again here I have paid 500. I'm just giving you an example. I paid 500. I paid 500. Guys, I don't know, guys, can you hear the background noises here? People are very happy today, guys, like I said. Is it affecting you? Let me see on the chat, guys, so I want you to understand. Otherwise, I'm going to call them to order. I'm going to go and say, hey, keep quiet. Does it affect you guys? Let me see. Can you hear the voices here? Because okay, thank you, Ashley, for that. Okay, I thought maybe it's affecting you. Thank you so much, no problem. So it's only affecting my ears. But as I said, guys, they're very happy. So what I normally do in life, I try to make people happy. Even though I don't have money, but with the smile, I try to make people happy. Okay. Now, thank you so much for that, guys. Thank you. See you, Punk. Now, I was saying, let's say, for example, you paid 500. So if you pay 500, obviously you must come and take it out on the credit side. Can you see now? Again, if this 500 must also be shown on the bank statement that we paid. We paid something. Obviously, that 500 was supposed to come here. I'm just giving an example, guys. I was supposed to record 100. I think you understand why do I come here. So we come here because we took money out. Can you see now? So, but unfortunately, this is not always the case. Because remember, I said when I see 1,000 received here, I must also see 1,000 received here. When I paid 500 here, I must also see 500 taken out of the bank statement. But this is not always the case because of what I can call timing differences. Can you see now? Because of what I call temporary differences. What do I mean by saying that? Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, a client gave us, paid us. Let me just share. Let's say a client, let me change the color, guys. Let's say the client gave us 2,000. So we have to record on the debit side of the bank. I think you understand now. So I expect this 2,000, because I'm going to take this 2,000 and I'm going to go and deposit it at the bank. So I expect this 2,000 to appear on the bank statement. So I go to the bank and I deposit this 2,000. And then when I check my bank statement, this 2,000 is not reflected. It can happen like that. It doesn't happen instantly. Who can tell me what can be the reason for us not to have 2,000 on the bank statement? But we know for sure that yes, we do have it in our books, and we went to the bank and we deposited that particular amount of money. What can be the reason why this 2,000 is not yet reflected on the bank statement? There can be many reasons. Think about any reason practically, like in your life. What can be the reason for the amount not to appear on the bank statement yet? Let me see if you can think about anything like that. I just want to know what can be the reason, what can be the main reason. I like that technical issues, yeah, because sometimes they say they are offline. Yes, it's true, you see about. So they can allow you to deposit. What else? Thank you so much, Sia, for that. You are correct. If they are offline, they will take the money. The money can only reflect after they came back alive on the system. Can you see? So that will be one of the reasons. What else? I can give you mine. You know, sometimes these days you can deposit money at the ATM. So if you can check that proof that they give you after depositing, you will realize that they normally say some amounts won't reflect immediately. Yes, some ATMs, when you deposit now, when you go and check the bank statement, it doesn't reflect. That can be one of the reasons. And the other reason can be the fact that sometimes we deposit checks. So checks sometimes take time to clear. You know what I mean? Maybe the check needs 5 days to clear. Sometimes we have got the EFTs. If you have got EFT from ABSA to FNB, it doesn't reflect immediately. Those are some of the reasons why, in most cases, we deposit cash, but it doesn't reflect. Can you see now? So those items which I deposited, and then they are not yet reflected on the bank statement, we call them timing differences. They are called timing differences. So timing differences, it means, like I said, they appear, let me change the color, guys. They appear in our books, but not yet on the bank statement. This is what I want you to understand so far. Do you think that you understand what I just explained here? Do you think that the information is Sylvestish, if you know what I mean? Do you understand the timing differences? They are appearing in our books. When I talk about our books, I'm talking about the business. But when I go and extract the bank statement, that 2000 is not yet there. So that is called timing difference. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think the information is Sylvestish, or do you understand what I'm trying to say? By the way, we are trying to make this easy, like VC, as you can see. Let me know if you understand, because if you keep quiet, I won't understand. Remember, I told you, in any association, in any union, in any relationship, communication is key. If there's lack of communication, things won't go well. Thank you so much, Sabonga, for that. Thank you so much. Hopefully others understand. I know there's a challenge with the network, guys. Sometimes it takes time for you to respond, but it's okay. As long as you respond, that's something that I like. Okay. That is the timing difference. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate a lot. I appreciate a lot. Now, someone can ask, that sometimes, you can find that there is an information here, for example. Let's say here on the credit side, I'm just going to give you another example here. Let me change the color because I want to make it different. So let's say here on the credit side, you see 200. Hopefully the color is visible enough. You see 200. Remember, if you see 200 under credit, it means we received money. And this money was paid by, let's see, this money comes from Andy. Let's say this money comes from Andy. So we check our bank statement, we see this amount of money here. It's 200. We only see this amount now on the bank statement. It means this 200 is not appearing in our books. This 200 was supposed to be transferred under receipts and thereafter transferred in the bank. It means in our books, in the bank account, we don't have this 200 because we're only aware of this 200 at the moment because we are just having a bank statement. So it means we must come and record that 200 here. So what am I trying to do here? So it means if the amount is reflected on the bank statement, but not yet in our books, that is called adjusting difference. Let me write it down for you. It is called adjusting difference. Let me use capital letters so that it can be big enough. Adjusting difference. So what did I say about the adjusting difference? I said the adjusting difference are those amounts, they appear, let me write it down for you, ladies and gentlemen. They appear on the bank statement, but not yet in our books. This is what I want you to understand. So I want you to know the difference. Because before I can record, you will see, guys, you're going to thank me later. You are going to thank me later, I'm telling you. You will see the reason why I spent too much time on the theory. So the adjusting difference, it means it is appearing there under the bank statement, but not in our books. In other words, if it is appearing here, it means I must come and record in my books. So if it's appearing here but not there, it means I must go and record it on the bank reconciliation statement, but I'm still going to show you that. So for now, I want you to know the difference between the two differences, if you know what I'm talking about. Do you understand the difference between the two differences? Let me see on the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you, Siavonga. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Eddie, thank you, Ashley. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rishoketri. So I just want to give you the basic, so that you're not only learning this for Topaz, guys. No, you're gonna start your own businesses. You're gonna have your own soccer teams. You can't rely on the accountants and they show you graphs. You don't even understand what is going on. You must know how to read the basic accounting, the basic finance. Make sure that you know how to read. Okay, so this is what I wanted to explain, the difference between the adjusting differences and the timing differences. Okay, but don't worry,